Hey, I thought I'd give a quick overview for Kritika Online US version. They're actually making quite a bit of changes to the game, which is why they're doing a closed beta test. You know, sometimes with these MMOs, the closed beta tests are kind of just like marketing ploys. a lot of betas in modern gaming right now are pretty much just marketing ploys to get you to buy it on day one. But here, they're actually making some pretty drastic changes to the way that the game works. So they're using this time to get feedback from the community and hopefully, you know, tweak these new mechanics so that when the game is in open beta and you know you don't have to pay to get in or be on a wait list to play the game, that you know they're not going to get so much initial backlash. The first thing that they changed is already going to be a hot topic. Basically, there is unlimited fatigue in this game, in this version. So for the first 100 points, you get 10 times the rewards, which so far it seems like it's just 100% of what the other versions are, just normally. So I don't know if that's just, you know, marketing or not, but basically you're not limited to how much you can play at all. If you wanted to play this all day, if you have a day off or your work's done for the day or it's raining or whatever your reason is for wanting to play all day, you can, which is nice. Also, the game is quite a bit harder. It seems like the enemies have more health. From what I saw from when people were playing earlier, the server was up like 2 or 3 days ago for like an hour, and one of my the DFO streamers that I watched was playing with his friends. Seems like the bosses have more health and stuff like that. Seems like they want to make the game harder. You do start with more moves as well. The game seems to be kind of tweaked to kind of increase the pace. But the problem with that is right now you do not have the option that was added in, I believe, in Season 3, where when you finish a dungeon, there's an NPC, kind of like Delilah in DFO, where you can go to her and you can clear all your quests and then just go straight to the next dungeon, or if you had more quests in that same dungeon you were in, you could just go right back and kind of skip all the load screens. They do not have that in this version, so it kind of sucks. That was definitely one of the biggest problems with this game, was that the pacing was awful. You had to constantly go back to town to redeem your quests and stuff like that. So that's kind of a reason to not spend too much time on this. It seems like they give you some bonuses here if you get up to a high level. But yeah, the game is harder. There's definitely quite a few people playing. Let me go through the town right now. And all these people paid money, as far as I know. You're supposed to get 3 extra codes if you buy the Founders Pack. I bought the cheapest one because, you know, I've already played this game before, and they're going to wipe, and for starters, you know, I'm going to be on vacation for about a week and a half of this whole beta test, so I don't even know how much I could play it. But basically what happens, if you buy the cheapest pack, you get $20 in credit, and they're going to refund 20% of that when the open beta starts. So that means if you buy the cheapest one, you will get $24. So for 15 bucks, you're getting $9 extra. I'll go ahead and look at the cash shop so you guys can see what's in there. Right now, there's not much. You have to buy this cred stuff, which apparently is going to be used for the auction house as well. It seems like an attempt to kind of curb gold farming and botting and stuff like that. The game does not really have that much attention on it right now to begin with. Probably because you just have to pay for it, and the kind of MMOs are kind of on the decline right now, so I don't know how long they're going to have this, or if it will even be necessary. I'm sure once the open beta starts and it's been a couple weeks to a month and they have a better idea of what the actual population is going to be, they will probably, you know, regulate this or just remove it completely. But I hear that a lot of the transactions you'd actually want to do on the auction house are going to be limited by this, so if that's a turn off, then you might want to kind of monitor the situation, watch some streams or some videos, or you know, whatever I put up or the rest of the community does, and kind of see where that goes. But in terms of items, there's really not much. You don't really have the juicy stuff like the contract. On the other versions, you have a contract where you can learn moves 5 levels ahead of when you would normally, which is a very common thing in DFO. You know, you buy those when you start a new character to kind of make the leveling a little easier. You do not have that here. The good news is the skill reset potion is under $2. It's $1.90. So it's not going to break the bank to reset your build and stuff like that, which is nice. The rest of this stuff is just basic potions, some stuff that helps with the customization aspects of the game. They have this elite voucher, which I'm apparently supposed to have, but I think I'm just going to hold off until open beta because I'm not even going to be playing this a whole lot until I get done with the convention, and even then, you know, I'll be away from home and I'll only be able to use my friend's computer when he's not there. He doesn't want to play something, so it seems like the elite status is honestly not that great. You get 20% bonus, 30 rest points, which in this version seems like it's really not that much of a benefit at all. Since you already have unlimited, you probably just get like a couple dungeons of extra experience out of it, but nothing crazy. 5 life tokens is pretty nice, I guess. The skill reset stone every day, I guess, is nice if you're at endgame or something and you're trying to find what the optimal build is for your class. But the elite status seems like it needs some work. It needs more of an incentive to spend money on it. 30 days is 90 bucks. Oh wait, no. 30 days is 20 bucks. This is a times 6 one. So for 20 bucks, you're really not getting that much of a bonus. It's not as nice as DFO, where you get the demon invites and you get the rental weapon for your leveling characters and stuff like that, and the whole premium token machine, which you can get some nice things. They've actually just added within the last few months. It doesn't seem like it's worth it. The pets are $11. I really don't know much about the pet system in this game, so I can't really comment on that too much. The avatar bundles are $20 as well, which, if you've played, you know, DFO, which is what this game draws heavy inspiration from. I think even the original Korean staff is comprised of some people that worked on DFO in the past. $20 for an avatar bundle is not uncommon for these games, and you do get stats on them as well. So if you have the open beta or the closed beta and you want to buy it, it is worth it. You do get some attack speed and some move speed and stuff like that. There is another rank of avatars above this, which apparently are 10% better. I don't know what the RNG component for that is going to be, so if you want to buy these, you can. You will get refunded for everything you spend, so if you just use the base $20, which is probably what I'm going to do since I don't really care to grind too much if they're just going to wipe, you will get it all refunded and you will get 20% back. So for the base pack, you will get $24 for spending $15, which is not bad at all. That'll be enough to buy a full avatar set and maybe about halfway towards a pet or some consumables if you want to do that as well. But yeah, that's an overview. I don't think I really need to show any gameplay right now because I've had videos of this up for years. The gameplay is functionally the same. It just seems like it's a little harder. Seems like they're trying to attract the hardcore audience. I think it is nice that they do have unlimited fatigue from the start, because every single action MMO that comes from Korea or Japan or anywhere in Asia, it's always the same thing. People always complain about the fatigue, even though people seem to forget that once you get to the end game, like, you kind of exhaust all your tasks for the day, and there's really not much else to do. It will be nice for the leveling, but the game is kind of physically taxing to play with the keyboard and mouse controls and stuff like that. There is no native controller support yet, but they said that they're looking into options for that. You can use X-Patter, but I haven't really been able to find a really good profile for that would allow you to compete with people who are playing on keyboard and mouse. Once there is one, I will definitely let you guys know, because I'm definitely not a keyboard and mouse gamer, so I kind of make an exception for this game because it's fun, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, that's your overview. If you want to play now, like I said, they're going to wipe. I believe the closed beta ends on June 13th, so you have enough time to get those closed beta rewards if you want to, but my honest suggestion is to just kind of try the game, give them some feedback. That's the real reason why they're doing this. I'm sure they want a little bit of extra money kind of to gauge the the audience and the population for the game, but they are making some pretty drastic changes to the way the game works, so definitely give them back some feedback, let them know how the mechanics work and stuff like that. I'm sure stuff like the whole auction house restriction and the unlimited fatigue, I'm sure those things are going to be tweaked. Maybe how hard the beginning of the game is, how much health the bosses have and stuff like that is probably going to get tweaked as well. I'm definitely going to leave them some feedback. I've already played for maybe 10-20 minutes, and the bosses having so much health is definitely going to make making alts annoying. They'll probably have to find a good balance. Maybe people will just suggest to kind of leave that, you know, the heightened HP and stuff off until you class change or something like that. That's probably a good compromise. Anyway, I hope this helps. I'll probably put up some more gameplay when I get done with the train ride and stuff like that. I get settled into the house and I have some time to download the game and stuff like that. Catch you guys later. Peace.